EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Right to the air is Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20. at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Throw caught by Flowers. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Pick number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Hurts going to move him around. From the 27, Hurts on the move to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. But you look at this defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now third down and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Smith, the man in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Second down, here's Barkley again.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. Barkley, toss play left. And Barkley did not get there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
In motion right is Smith. The pitch goes to Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Fifteen seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're...
Hurts fumbles it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. Open man is Uzomah. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.